and contribute to the country's development. We are confident that the government, the donor community, and other partners will continue to give us the requisite support. I thank you all for your kind attention.
Thank you so much, Madam Chair. Dedication, commitment, and sacrifice.
Ladies and gentlemen, applause for Madam Chair. Thank you so much, Madam Jaina Nyamjai, for leading this group. Without you, this wouldn't have happened. This particular work would happen. So we thank you so much for your visionary leadership. Appreciate your sacrifice, and then we appreciate your steadfastness. She is very steady, and very strong woman there. It has been very difficult, like she said. I was there throughout. Like she said, we nearly fought some point. This was a cancellation. But she made sure she ensured that everybody stays together to the end. So thank you so much, Madam Chair. Something before we move, let me see Mr. Papsen. Is seated right there. Thank you so much,
Mr. Sen,
Mr. Papsen, for joining us here this evening. Just to remind us to warn the executive, very high order.
in the whole of Africa.
Absolutely.
I mean, congratulations to you, sir. It's an honor to have you.
Mr. Papsen, thank you so much for coming.
A round of applause.
Mr. Saramani, thank you so much for coming. We appreciate you. Honorable Usman Sila, thank you so much for coming. Madam Tapujo Mane, thank you so much for coming. We recognize your presence. And Mr. Senifai, you can see veteran journalists here who raised this occasion this evening.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Omisiri. I will call you Omisiri. Thank you, Omisiri, for coming. And Mr. Sassi says, one time the president of the National Journalism World Research Base, and then we follow suit. Thank you, sir, for coming, and then thank you all, and then hopefully later some names will come to my mind, and people that, Mr. Babu Cham, thank you so much.
Sir Cham.
For coming, sir.
City limits.
You're coming. So certainly see, it's
Yeah.
a good composition. Veteran journalists here with us, retired, serving. We're learning from them. They set the pace, and we follow it.
I mean, it's really encouraging for young journalists to be seeing all these phases here. It's really amazing. And I have to be a little bit biased because Musa is my president as a former sports journalist. But why do you have to reveal somebody's secret, Famata? You don't have to do that.
We have School of Journalism head school here,
Yeah.
like Dr. Adekule, the dean of the School of Journalism at the University of Zambia. We have the head of Majak as well, Sam Mendes. You see, they all spend time. Yes, Sam is here. So thank you all for coming. And before we move on to the next item, we're still trying to get the video of Mr. Williams. We would just like to tell this auspicious gathering that this list, these are the people who will be nominated for the 2021 National Journalism Awards of the GPU. Yusuf Taylor, Jackie Jure. Round of applause for them as we call them, ladies and gentlemen. Alaki Mane, Ali Sisse, Mustafa Kabo, Mohamed Espa, Lamia Fadera, Pa Barwa, Keba Asumani, Abdul C, Mafuji Sisse, Momodu Lamia Choi, Omar Ba, Fode Mane, Kadi Chao, Keba Jifam, Omar Fai, Aminata E. Sayan, Yero Espa, Omar Pichao, and Umi Sol. So thank you so much and congratulations to all of you. And since the evaluation, you're all winners, considering the caliber of judges we have, and then them being so lucky to be nominated for this. It's not only lucky, just the tremendous result, the story.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Famata, I think there are two institutions who have played a very important role in my own opinion, and that is the Majak and the Gambia, University of the Gambia School of Journalism. I think we are not giving them recognition they deserve, particularly Majak, because you realize that majority of these nominees are actually from Majak. So I think they really deserve another round of applause, honestly.
Congratulations to the So this thing we don't like to, because I can see some people who can left, right, and center, who will be served shortly.
Yeah.
And then we actually a statement by Honorable
Minister.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, like we said earlier, we will get the statement of the chairman of the panel of judges, Mrs. Williams, later. But for now, welcome on the stage the Minister of Information, Communication, Infrastructure, Mr. Ibrahim Silla, to deliver the keynote speech. Honorable Minister, welcome on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, Ibrahim Silla, Minister of Information, Communication, and Infrastructure. Thank you so much, Honorable Minister.
Welcome, Honorable.
Thank you so much, Madam Chairperson and your co-host. I also stand on the existing protocol to welcome all of you to this year's event, which of course is happening at a very critical time in our history when the Gambia, like all other countries around the world, is battling with the COVID pandemic. But that notwithstanding, I really applaud your courage and also your commitment to seeing that this year's event is also held, and held in a manner that is far more important in the sense that we have seen more journalists participating in the award ceremony, and also a lot of you have taken the lead to participate in the award itself. Let me tell you that the government of the Gambia is committed to work with the journalists to improve the profession and also to provide the enabling environment so that you can continue to work and not only provide the information, but provide valuable information that helps citizens to make informed choices. As you have all seen, just a few weeks ago, the President of the Republic, His Excellency Adama Barrow, signed into law the Access to Information Law, and this will help the Gambian journalists to at least access public information more easily and also in a more organized manner. We are also working with the Parliament or the National Assembly to remove from our statute books some of those draconian laws that have been hindering the work of journalists. Currently, we have the Information Communication Amendment Bill at the National Assembly that actually intends to remove from the Act one of those very draconian amendments that were added in the Act in 2013, making it punishable to use the internet to criticize but also write statements that the government considered as unfriendly. So we are also working with the Attorney General's chambers to lay before Parliament the other laws that actually have been much of a controversy in this country. The Gambia Press Union actually took the government to court, and some of those laws actually were expunged from the statute book. But we are taking the formal process in ensuring that the media is given utmost priority in our governance process. This year we have seen the Gambia Press Union increase the number of training provided to the journalists, and I'm very happy that I was part of the closing ceremony of a very important training program, which was to enhance fact-checking in this country so that journalists will not only report stories, but stories that are published or broadcast are fact-checked and then are given to the public in a manner that is more professional. We have seen the profession evolving. The journalism profession is evolving not only in the Gambia but throughout the world, especially with the advent of the social media. But one thing that remains fundamentally stagnant is reporting the story in a manner that is factual, that is also not biased. And I think that will remain so long the journalism profession is on the practice, on the path that we all hope so that it would be. So we have a lot of things happening, but also we have seen a lot of training, institutions coming up, especially MAJAC, but also the University of the Gambia. A lot of journalists today have a great opportunity to be trained locally, to have their degrees in this country, which some of us did not have at the time when we started our profession. So all these things are really laudable initiatives, but what is more important, as alluded to by the President of the Gambia Press Union, is to remain committed, but also to remain truthful and also remain very professional in whatever you do. We will continue to work with you. We will continue to provide that enabling environment, and we will continue to work with the union to enhance the working environment of the profession. We are happy that most of the difficulties that the journalists were facing in this country pre-2017 have reduced significantly, but we want to be in an environment where at least annually we see this country within the first 5 countries in the Africa region as one of the best places for journalists to practice their profession. Indeed, our ranking has been continually rising, but we want to be among the 5 best countries, and those will happen when we continue to collaborate, when we continue to provide that enabling environment, and the legal and regulatory frameworks are well suited for the media to practice in a manner that they will not have any fears about what they are doing. But we also call on our colleagues in the media to continue to be professional, to continue to be ethical. We applaud all of you. You are all good people. You continue to do your job professionally. Yes, sometimes reports are critical, but that in itself is part of the democratic dividends that this country committed itself to in 2016 when we all went to the elections, and then we said never again. And that never again, we are all committed to it. We will continue to provide that enabling environment. And the fact that for the past 3-4 years you have been organizing this, excellence in journalism, that in itself tells very well that the journalism profession in this country is evolving, and evolving in a manner that I think we all like. So I want to take this opportunity to congratulate the nominees, and for those that will be winners tonight, we say thank you for the service and also the commitment that you have shown in the profession. We encourage all others that are practicing as journalists to be part of that grand agenda that the GPU is spearheading, that this journalism profession is not only about coming in and writing or broadcasting. It is also about ethics. It is also about standards. It is also about professionalism. If you join the bigger group, you will not regret it. And the Ministry of Information and Communication Infrastructure that is working with you will continue to provide that enabling environment, will continue to listen to your union, will continue to work with your union so that together we can make this profession one of the best in our continent. I thank you all.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister Ibrahim Osila. Famara, one thing that I do have to praise the GPU for is, in as much as they are training journalists to be very critical of the government, but GPU always take the lead when it comes to recognizing whatever the government does. I remember when they released the statement after President Barrow signed the Access to Information Bill, they praised the government and acknowledged their efforts. So, Honorable Minister, thank you so much, and we hope that this relationship between the GPU and your government will bear more fruits. Thank you so much. Famada.
All right. Thank you so much, Sankule, and thank you so much, Honorable Minister. We appreciate that. And then shortly, dinner would be served. It's past 11 already. Dinner will be served, but we know after dinner, there's supposed to be entertainment. And then now we are going to shift that. We'll have entertainment, just a little bit of entertainment. We have dinner, and then we straight go into the announcement, the category announcements, because that is the most exciting part of all this. It's been, I would say, not boring, because very, very fruitful deliberations have been made here. But then at least we just ginger the place a little bit, Sankule.
Yeah,
I
let's
think
ginger
that will work perfectly well.
Let's get
it will
into our
energize
dancing.
our guests.
Let's get into our dancing
Yes, I can
shoes.
see some, dozing off already. So, but then while we are getting that set there, if you're done, Energy and the crew, just let me know. The dinner is about to be served. The waiters are doing their utmost to ensure that that is ready, and the ushers as well. They'll be assisted by the ushers. And then when it gets to that, we will announce who goes where, because we have 4 serving stations. So we'll be telling you who goes where and then who gets food from what station. So, but while we await that, we have our guest. If you're done, you're set. Then we have an artist here. We have the police band. They will definitely be entertaining us as we move on, just in a moment. But before then, we have an artist that we brought. We are trying to promote everything Gambian here.
Absolutely.
And then we decided to come up with our Gambian artists at least to spice up this evening. And ladies and gentlemen, this guy has been very understanding. I reached out to them just yesterday, and then he agreed. We know we have the police band. They have very fantastic songs. We have other artists, but this particular artist is very understanding, and he connects to everybody. So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Brikama Boyo ST.
On stage.
As he joins us on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, Sana Singate ST. Dindi Mansa. Brikama Boyo is live in the building. Welcome on stage, LC. I can see the DJs are going all out to ensure that the stage is really fantastic. Put your hands together for ST, ladies and gentlemen.
idea is here. Yeah. GP and Bara, salute. Yeah. Katina. Shout out to the DJ. Look, yata no Sankuto, Luelu Kukuto, Yanda the Data, Didn't Passamanata, Lada the Jaka, Nunda Globo to Bango Fantawaki, Dana Stadio Kamagete and Fulati, Mbota Lodi Makuto Fantawaki, my body below Tanta Masabati, not Jono J, Jono Kudana Seti, Natamoro J, Anita Kachochi, Kufuri Pada Moria Nakati, I like Luelu Tenno, Nepano Wafas, Kunukumbada, Romapano Lewafan, Kodeo Mandotina, Donaka Modotina, Katina, Yatano Kendo, Yatano Femputo, Yensakuto, Kukuto, Yanda the Juda, Ganda the Juda, Didn't Masamanata, Tulanda the Jaka, Tulanda the Jaka, Zamba Sate to Sate Pantavachi, Zamba no came on a gentle and Sabati, Zamba no came on Kuto Pantavachi, Lubela, Lu, Antel and Sabati. Company will be a boss, company will be a boss. Company will be a boss, I break up with your day, love. I put you what is glass. Video of the next, that was in a glass. For the good over full tank of gas. Mama played on your teacup, business class. I should listen up, don't listen to listen up. Don't listen to listen up, I don't let you smoke. Put like a dinner to Kariana Rapinya. Kapinya. Yatano Kendo, Yatano Femputo. Yensakuto, Kukuto. Nyanda the data, didn't Passamanata, Lada the Jaka, Ecco Sanya che l'altro paradato, saluto gli amari. Allora, prendi una sigaretta, prendi una pacchetto, pacchetto, la dedica bana kama, ma come? Cigaretto, this is the package. Incontranta, Sabatasiata, Lasta Bulamalau, Abulo Mandia, Quando Ketan Panala, Sisio Betisoda Moka, Lasio Notole Sabaka, 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 Urun Sejuku, Somata Fosuku, Nada Nada Leto, Notaro Contiso, Nemina Cigareto, Aha, Cigareto, This la Paqueto, Nicodi, Paqueto, Adelina Panama, Apomo, Cigareto, Contempo Sabarot, Sabarot, Cigareto. We're gonna do the last song for the night. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. love. And if you want to be Adimintalaka Kebaya without Infama, Doti Jemiselo apart from Ibama, Doya Batale Bringale Bundi Bulu, Ninjamante Miskini, and Nakelo Bakel and Dama, to move in Nakada Karamoto, Lachitembuli, Conyeta Matalumba, Lulu Sabatum Pulimul. Doya Batala Kauna Star Bekeri, Doya Kanaonia, Alan Kula Mataku, in Memphis, Buluga Kunta, Baby Toronto, Kino Kaburu, Balafa, Balatio Furu, Yatio Kaburu. Ogo sama suruntu na ogo kumbole ulo feka kuruntu kunatu tolda kala nyani le suntu ya kizokunda kalula te kunta betamana fanti na meta sando tiba be jamuna fanti ala tala munana entotu bali monsi atila sama graba tala meje santen katte ko kulini sanda malom keje meje ko basana samalo la banda keje and this them bali malo mure be kala kula keje ni keje ninga pire la kula ba kakamfale watu to ninda sama tamkondo nda simana watu okono ngamoje milia singir kensa mjoki watu just porque fansu tunakwenda kondo tabola watu lesson learned omukarandi rule idi mitanyao na salon dole di minket and if you turn achievement on the banda come this still man of the prayer of waiting for some hey baba we mama sirunte ilante jante nana jina lela hey baba we mama sirunte ilante jante nana jina lela Hani bimma ni dela lulu sila ko calculate fajamal le muta dingo jinadu the isolate nyandalo nela ko fala kanomu ka duplicate nobody was there come congratulate drink graduate abe kulin nesan belare nesan godan sandale bunjam balle be local nesan e fudu dala kala family de UK nesan mero dada makanana kadia America money business to kala dala wisim jansan yes sir Mr. Officer debo be service la mi go be chairman la teleka ko sansa this doctor ni accountant no malo setie tena na kerapa tiba malo ko setie siwo balunya wasn't really working for me so fun so cool ke family balu mobe jadu fence rimole nyafu godo tinya na lifestyle is different ba trademark holding kaswabu the $1,000,000 motor to Jawri Malu that's what to everybody that look down on us now I'm looking down on us that look down on us and even though it's $1 million some about the man got this still man on the proud of waiting was a remember continuously but hey baba wait mama surte inante jari jenne jennale hey baba wait mama kuna surte inante jari jenne jennale alin barawado yes yeah rest in peace Madam Sasha rest in peace Brains Almana de Masini
All right, thank you so much. And then on this juncture, I think there is no need for me to announce that dinner is served. Well, those who are not aware that dinner is served, then you can use the respective food stations. And either ways, we have two serving stations to the left, two serving stations to the right. So you can join. I said after the entertainment and asked dinner, the dinner is served, just to see everybody serving themselves. So, well, the police band, they're also part of the dinner. So if you're done, you can join the queue to get to dinner. And then we'll continue with the entertainment. And the police band, they have very nice songs that they have in store for us. And then right after this, we want to hear from the police band, and we go straight into the category announcements. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back on stage shortly.
children between the ages of 0 to 5 years. Life Stage 2 are children between the age of 6 to 14 years, whereas Life Stage 3 are children and the youth. Life Stage Children Child Fund. The Life Stage 1 are children between the ages of 0 to 5 years. Life Stage 2 are children between the age of 6 to 14 years, whereas Life Stage 3 are children and the youth between the ages of 15 to 24 years. We know that different ages have different needs and different demands. And Dindi Yirwa Federation works closely with Child Fund Gambia in guiding them to deliver quality programs to these children, their families, and the communities they come from. Overall, I am impressed with the work our local partners are doing. I just concluded my monitoring visit with them.
God bless the children, our future. Let them rise and lead the way and bring a brighter day. God bless the children, our future. Let them rise and lead the way. They'll bring a brighter day.
My name is Aswan. I am grade 1 at Jamestown.
I am deeply honored to be here today to launch the Human
Refuge.
Gender-based violence, be it physical, sexual, or psychological, has serious consequences for its victims. Providing a safe haven, therefore, for such a victim at the spur of the moment is critical.
It's a place where women come and receive information on their life, their welfare, and many other things, even economic empowerment. It's a place where they can access necessary health services. They will access psychosocial support. They will be able to learn one or two things that help them to integrate in their community. Fundamentally, they will also have a community of interaction.
I wish to acknowledge again the UNFPA for upgrading this shelter, equipping it, sinking a borehole, hiring staff, and supporting the full operations of the shelter.
I would like to remind us all of our shared responsibilities to protect the fundamental human right of all, including protecting women and girls in the Gambia from violence.
She's more than an object, a girl get equal right to go to school and learn to make the future bright. She's more than a subject, a woman should be a pride. Consider her days, the sons are not to violate her rights.
Unique Energy, unique solutions to invest in the Gambia's first mini-grid electrification project using solar energy in partnership with the U.S. Agency for International Development USAID, ECOWAS Center for Renewable Energy and Energy Efficiency, and the Government of the Gambia through the Ministry of Energy and Public Utilities and Regulatory Authority, PURA. Nyamonar, a community in the southern part of the Upper River region, close to Senegal, which has an estimated population of 6,000 people and 500 households. Nyamonar is a large community with numerous economic activities, thus in constant need of sustainable energy. However, the lack of infrastructural development and standard electrification system has pushed several businesses and households to rely on solar lighting kits and diesel generators to meet. The lack of electricity has prompted the youths of Nyamonar to travel to Senegal in search of work due to its proximity to the border. Unique Energy Project Manager, accompanied by Unique Group Chairman, Mr. Papa Yusuf Njai, and team, visited Nyamonar with a representative from the Ministry of Energy, officials from Public Utilities and Regulatory Authority, PURA, and donor administrators from ECOWAS Center for Renewable Energy and Energy Efficiency, ECRI, to inspect the ongoing development of the project. The project team has made significant progress with the transmission network, solar farm, house wiring, and meter installation. The project will improve visibility, enhance security, and promote nighttime socio-economic activity within the community of Nyamonar.
The Life Stage Theory with Child Fund is a Life Stage 1 are children between the ages of 0 to 5 years. Life Stage 2 are children between the age of 6 to 14 years. Whereas Life Stage 3 are children and the youths between the ages of 15 to 24 years. We know that different ages have different needs and different demands. And Dindi Yirwa Federation works closely with Child Fund Gambia in guiding them to deliver quality programs to these children, their families, and the communities they come from.
Our future, let them rise and lead the way and bring a brighter day. God bless the children, our future. Let them rise and lead the way. They'll
I am deeply honored to be here today to launch the Women Empowerment Center.
The Orange Center, it is to serve as a place of refuge for women who are experiencing gender-based violence.
Gender-based violence, physical, sexual, or psychological, has serious consequences for its victims. Providing a safe haven, therefore, for such a victim at the spur of the moment is critical.
It's a place where women come and receive information on their life, their welfare, and many other things, even economic empowerment. It's a place where they can access necessary health services. They will access psychosocial support. They will be able to learn one or two things that help them to integrate in their community. Fundamentally, they will also have a community of interaction.
I wish to acknowledge again the UNFPA for upgrading this shelter, equipping it, sinking a borehole, hiring staff, and supporting the full operations of the shelter.
I would like to remind us all of our shared responsibilities to protect the fundamental human right of all, including protecting women and girls in the Gambia from violence.
She's more than an object. A girl get equal right to go to school and learn to make the future right. A subject, a woman should be a pride. Consider her days, his sons are not to violate her rights.
Unique energy, unique solutions to invest in the Gambia's first mini-grid electrification project using solar energy in partnership with the U.S. Agency for International Development USAID, ECOWAS Center for Renewable Energy and Energy Efficiency, and the Government of the Gambia through the Ministry of Energy and Public Utilities and Regulatory Authority, PURA. Nyamanar, a community in the southern part of the Upper River region, close to Senegal, thus in constant need of sustainable energy. However, the lack of infrastructural development and standard electrification system has pushed several businesses and households to rely on solar lighting kits and diesel generators to meet their energy needs. Additionally, the lack of electricity has prompted the youths of Nyamanar
Children Child Fund. The Life Stage 1 are children between the ages of 0 to 5 years. Life Stage 2 are children between the age of 6 to 14 years. Whereas Life Stage 3 are children and the youth between the ages of 15 to 24 years. We know that different ages have different needs and different demands. And Dindi Irwa Federation works closely with Child Fund the Gambia in guiding them to deliver quality programs to these children, their families, and the communities they come from. Overall, I am impressed with the work our local partners are doing. I just concluded my monitoring visit with them.
Children, our future, let them rise and lead the way and bring a brighter day. God bless the children, our future, let them rise and lead the way, they'll bring a brighter day.
I am deeply honored to be here today to launch the Women Empowerment Center.
The Orange Center, it is to serve as a place of refuge for women who are experiencing gender-based violence.
Gender-based violence, be it physical, sexual, or psychological, has serious consequences for its victims. Providing a safe haven, therefore, for such a victim at a spur of the moment is critical.
It's a place where women come and receive information on their life, their welfare, and many other things, even economic empowerment. It's a place where they can access necessary health services. They will access psychosocial support. They will be able to learn one or two things that help them to integrate in their community. Fundamentally, they will also have a community of interaction.
I wish to acknowledge again the UNFPA for upgrading this shelter, equipping it, sinking a borehole, hiring staff, and supporting the full operations of the shelter.
I would like to remind us all of our shared responsibilities to protect the fundamental human right of all, including protecting women and girls in the Gambia from violence.
This morning they gotta get equal right to go to school and learn to make the future bright. This morning I saw it, they want to be applied. Consider how days is not on the
city has prompted the youths of Nyamanar to try due to its proximity to the border. Mr. Papa Yusuf and team visited Nyamanar with a representative from the Ministry of Energy, officials from Public Utilities and Regulatory Authority, PURA, and donor administrators from ECOWAS Center for Renewable Energy and Energy Efficiency. The community of Nyamanar.
To 5 years. Life Stage 2 are children between the age of 6 to 14 years, whereas Life Stage 3 are children and the youth between the ages of 15 to 24 years. Ages have different needs and different demands, and the Yoruba Federation works closely with Child Fund Gambia in guiding them to deliver quality programs to these children, their families, and the communities they come from. Overall, I am impressed with the work our local partners are doing. I just concluded my monitoring visit with them.
God bless the children, our future. Let them rise and lead the way and bring a brighter day. God bless the children, our future. Let them rise and lead the way. They'll bring a brighter day.
My name is Everyone. I am grade 1. Thank you.
I am deeply honored to be here today to launch the Women Empowerment Center.
The Orange Center, it is to serve as a place of refuge for women who are experiencing gender-based violence.
Gender-based violence, be it physical, sexual, or psychological, has serious consequences for its victims. Providing a safe haven, therefore, for such a victim at the spur of the moment is critical.
It's a place where women come and receive information on their life, their welfare, and many other things, even economic empowerment. It's a place where they can access necessary health services. They will access psychosocial support. They will be able to learn one or two things that help them.
It's official. The Awards Committee of the Gambia Press Union is delighted to announce nominees for the 2021 National Journalism Awards: Mustafa K. Dabo, Yusuf Taylor, Janke Toure, Aminata E. Sanyang, Kadi Jao, Ubin Sow, Alaji Mane, Aliou Cisse, Mohamed Esba, Lamin Fadera, Pa Baro, Keba Ansumane, Babukar C, Mafuji Cisse, Modun.
We've arrived at a point that we've all been waiting, and that is the announcement of the awards. And then while we are about to start that, the police van are trying to settle down so that we can have this process ongoing. And then this is how this will unfold. Sankule, we're starting with the Data Haidara Award, and then we will move on to the GPU Press Freedom Heroes Award. We'll have the category announcement. I'll have nominee videos being projected just behind us here, because all these nominees here sent in videos talking to us, explaining to us how they came about, these stories that they've submitted and that eventually got nominated for this 2021 awards. And then right after that, we'll announce winners for each category. And then for the first time, we introduce radio station and television station of the year. And then this was subject to public voting. So we'll also look at that radio station and television station of the year. And finally, we'll have the journalists of the year to cap it off and the vote of thanks. So ladies and gentlemen, we are going straight with this segment. And then Sankule. So, sincere apologies for that. So, at this juncture, we would just not want to get anyone off guard. So, Mr. Papsen, be on standby. He will be joining us on stage shortly to help us deliver the award, this particular award we are about to mention to the awardee. And then Mr. Baba Haidara, just be on standby. You'll be joining us on stage shortly as well to just give a short statement. And then on behalf of the Data Haidara family, we'll go ahead with the announcement. But at this juncture, we'd like to have the ushers on stage with the award, the certificates and the trophies ready. I think the trophies, if they are ready. Mommy, we acknowledge your presence. You're doing fantastic, Mommy. Mommy is secretariat, and she's been going up and down to ensure that everything is in place. Mommy, thank you so much, and that's Mommy saying again. So, Mommy, the Data Haidara Family Award, if it is set, we can have the on stage to help us give those awards to the guests who will be assisting us in the evening. Awards are ready? Yes. So they are trying to put that in order. But while we try to sort that out, Sankule will have the honor to invite Mr. Baba Haidara, and Baba is the son to the late Data Haidara, to talk to us about his late father and then how they came on board to support this particular award. It's the National Journalism Awards 2020, and especially this particular special award we are about to talk about. So Mr. Baba Haidara, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Mr. Haidara as he goes on the stage to deliver this speech.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have a speech from the family, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
our sincere gratitude to the GPU chair and all executives, Sana Kamara, and entire member staffs and friends. The Gambia Press Union has been a pillar in the Gambia channeling young men and women into the service of their nation. They have been in collaboration with the Haidara family since the fateful day in 2004 through several initiatives and support activities. We are eternally grateful for your compassion and your solidarity. For the last 16 years, we have been tremendous support from many dedicated and passionate Gambians and citizens of other countries here at home and around the world. If we're here to dedicate an award to everyone who supported our cause, we will be here all night. With the blessing of GPU, we will endeavor to honor 2 individuals or institutions every year, not only tonight, but we will continue doing it every year with the collaboration of GPU. This year, we have the honor and privilege to present 2 awards to 2 exceptionally brave ladies who have put their lives on the line to raise awareness, denounce, condemn, and highlight the case of Deda Haidara locally and internationally to ensure justice is served. We cannot repay the continued unflinching and overwhelming role they played. May Allah reward them both. Please join me in giving a round of applause to these 2 formidable ladies, Ndeye Tafa Soseh and Fatou Jagne Senghor.
Is a sister to Ndeye Tafa Soseh, and then other will be receiving this award on behalf of Ndeye Tafa Soseh. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage Mrs. Ada Njai, who is about to receive this award on behalf of her sister. A round of applause for Miss Ada Njai as she joins us on stage to receive this award. The Oshe, please step forward. And Baba is going to give the award. Yes, can we have the ushers help us with that? Give it. Give it to him. Sorry. Yeah. A round of applause for Madam Ada Njai as she received the award on behalf of her sister, Ndeye Tafa Soseh. All right, thank you so much, Baba. And then, yes, next we'll have, thank you so much, Baba. Thank you so much, and congratulations to Madam Ndeye Tafa Soseh. So next we have Mr. Pap Sen. Pap, Uncle Pap, you join us on stage, please, to help us present this next award. A round of applause for our veteran journalist, the Doyen, Mr. Pap Sen, as he joins on the stage to help us deliver this award to, who is the recipient? All right, Fatou Jagne Senghor is the recipient, and then Bintu Jaite is here on behalf of Fatou Jagne Senghor. Fatou can't be here with us this evening. She's all the way in Dakar, and then due to unforeseen circumstances, she can't make it to this award. But she's ably represented today by Madam Bintu Jaite, who is here to receive this award on her behalf. And this will be presented to her by veteran journalist, Mr. Pap Sen. Ladies and gentlemen, Madam Bintu Jaite. Step forward, please, Mr. Jaite. Mr. Sen, I beg your pardon. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Sen. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. So next, we have the GPU Press Freedom Heroes Award, Sankule. And then before we announce that, we would want to have the ushers on stage one more time that to help us present those awards as well. They're 2 in number. Yes, 2. So we will allow yes, absolutely, the ushers to join us on stage first. And then we will call on our guests who will be helping us present those awards. So who do we have there to present these awards? Sankule?
We have, of course, Fatou Jaumane, who will be receiving the award on behalf of one of the awardees.
Okay.
As well as Honorable Ibrahim Asila.
All right. So please, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Miss Fatou Jaumane as she joins on stage to help us receive this particular award on behalf of an awardee. We'll mention the name later, but we allow Madam Fatou Jaumane to join us on stage first. We're supposed to have a video about this particular awardee, but the technicians are trying so hard to get us that video as well. But in the absence of that, we will have Madam Fatou Jaumane to join us on stage to deliver a statement that is at hand. She has it, and then she will tell us who this particular person is. She will read the statement, and then the EU representative here in the Gambia will help us deliver that award. So, Madam, if you're set, you would like to join us here on stage to help us deliver that. We're supposed to have a video for this, absolutely, but it appears it's proven difficult for us to lay hands on that as well, alongside that of ESOS. But then Madam Jaumane is walking now to join us on stage to deliver the statement. She will tell all of you who this particular person is, and then she will read the statement on behalf of this particular awardee. Madam, thank you so much and welcome on stage.
Good evening, everyone. I'm here to receive this award on behalf of Kenneth White Best, the Press Freedom Heroes Award. I will read a statement from him, and that will give you an idea of who really this great guy is. It says Kenneth White Best, delivered September 3rd, 2021 from Painesville, Liberia. He couldn't make it to this event. I will read his long statement and bear with me. It says, members of the Gambia Press Union, Banjul, the Gambia, dear friends, I wish to thank you all sincerely for the great honor you have bestowed on me by awarding me with this year's Press Freedom and Media Empowerment Award. What you have done is totally unexpected, and for it, I extend to you my deep appreciation. The good Lord makes no mistakes. It was by His divine providence that I, my wife May Jean, and our family came to the Gambia and made it our second home as the civil war raged in our country, Liberia. We praise God for this act that brought us to Banjul with a vision to start the Gambia's first daily newspaper. I must also say a word of thanks to all of you who made this award possible. I would like to extend my deep appreciation to the Gambian people for the cordial welcome which they accorded my family and me when I arrived in Banjul on August 1st, 1990, and during the 4 years we spent in your beautiful country. Following the outbreak of the Liberian Civil War, we had spent our first 2 months in Accra, Ghana, following which our beloved sister, Dr. Thelma Awori, suggested that we come to the Gambia because she was convinced that we could make a tangible contribution there in the newspaper business. Our immense thanks and appreciation go also to the late President Sir Dawda Kairaba Jawara, who, during our very first meeting with him at the Kairaba Hotel, shortly following my arrival, welcomed me and my family to the country and accepted my vision to give the Gambia its first independent daily newspaper. I remember distinctly what he told me when I shared with him my intention to start the Daily Observer newspaper in Banjul. He said emphatically, "We need it. You go and do it." It was that mandate that got me moving immediately. Following a feasibility study, we made contacts with the leading business people in the Gambia who willingly pledged to give us advertisement and other support on undertaking this first ever initiative. However, we were unfortunately unable to entice any of them to invest with us. I suppose because they did not know this new animal, a daily observer in the Gambia, and that it could be as lucrative, impactful, and successful as it became. But we did not despair. With the kind and overwhelming encouragement and support of our young lawyer, Ms. Ida Drame, who successfully developed and processed our legal documents, we were ready to launch the Gambia's first daily newspaper. We are exceedingly grateful to Ms. Drame for her legal expertise and diligence throughout our operation of the newspaper in Banjul. Her astute advice and assistance over the years were invaluable. We recruited a few Gambian high school graduates to whom our profession was totally unknown and gave them a crash course in journalism. We remember with gratitude the assistance of the Thompson Foundation, which recruited and sent to us a former Scottish editor, Mr. Ian Nimmo, who came out and conducted training for our young reporters. The last day of Mr. Nimmo's time with us was when he led the new recruits through the preparation of our very first edition, which appeared on May 11th, 1991. On that day, the Gambia's first daily newspaper was born. The rest is history. The newspaper soon won the admiration and respect of the Gambian public and became the country's leading periodical. We started with a circulation of roughly 3,000 copies and gradually increased. By the time of the coup d'etat that occurred in July 1994, overthrowing the government of the President Sir Dawda Jawara, our circulation has reached 12,000. On the day of the coup, we sold 18,000 copies, but could have sold thousands more if the printer had. Until shortly after the coup, the Gambian Daily Observer enjoyed a brief honeymoon with the new military government. That is, until we began reporting on the excesses of the government. That is when Lieutenant Yahya Jammeh and his fellow coup makers started harassing us with summary arrests, imprisonment, and other acts of intimidation. On 2 occasions, I was taken into police custody. The first instance on October 30th, 1994. I was driven to an isolated police outpost and detained there for a night in the cell with a prisoner charged with theft. The following evening at around 5 o'clock, thanks, I suppose, to intense political and diplomatic pressure, I was released and driven back home. En route home, the releasing officer told me, "Mr. Best, from now on, you have to be careful what you write in your newspaper." The following day, we were summoned by the Minister of Interior, who seized my passport. The following Sunday, I was again visited at home by the same immigration officer who had taken me to prison. I was driven to the airport again at breakneck speed, and around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, escorted to the airport VIP lounge, where the chief immigration officer handed me my passport. He told me I was that same afternoon being deported to Liberia by awaiting Nigerian Airways flight. That afternoon, I was flown back to Liberia, where, thanks to BBC, which had covered the entire episode of my arrest and deportation that weekend, a large crowd, including relatives, friends, and Liberian government officials, were at Monrovia's Spain airfield to welcome me. In the car that brought me to Monrovia, the Liberian capital, we heard on BBC one of our Gambian observer reporters, Ibrahim Assise, blasting away at the Gambian government for the way, he said, they had treated his mentor, Mr. Kenneth Y. Best. Ibrahim told BBC he would express without fear his anger at the way the Jammeh government had treated me, and announced that if they want my head, they are welcome to come and get it. I was in Monrovia barely a week when I received an invitation to attend a media symposium in Durham, North Carolina in the USA. Following that symposium, my family and I applied for asylum in the USA and were granted it. I remained in the USA for 11 years, following which, at the end of the Liberian Civil War, I returned to Liberia and subsequently resumed publication of the Liberian Daily Observer newspaper. The success and impact of the Gambian Observer would not have been possible without the commitment of those dynamic and enthusiastic young new reporters who took the vision as their own and ran with it. Some have gone on to establish their own newspapers, entered public service, while others have gone abroad and earned terminal degrees from some of the world's leading universities. They include Sheriff Bojang, Ibrahim Assise, Cherno Balde, Lamin Cham, and Justice Fofana. Others, such as our lone female reporter at the time, Fatou Jaumane, have remained vocal in the cause of democracy and press freedom in the Gambia. We must remember the hard work of our advertising representative,